There is no reversal agent. So, never use alone. So you got your friend with you. They have the Narcan. They know what's going on. If there's enough Xylazine in there, it doesn't matter. You're gone.
Drug dealers are selling powders and pills that contain fentanyl, but now a dangerous animal tranquilizer is being added to the mix.
It's called Xylazine, and Xylazine in humans can cause open wounds, amputations, and even death. And
in tonight's special report, our Elizabeth Matthews shows us the dangers of what's known on the street as Tranq.
Tommy passed away in our house, and we thought it was an overdose.
It's been almost 2 years since Tommy Krausman died from a drug poisoning. His parents, Laura and Tom, say the coroner found fentanyl in his system and also something called Xylazine.
I also know that he thought he was getting heroin, probably with some fentanyl in it. He had no idea of anything called Xylazine.
At the time, no one did. Tom says even the coroner admittedly had to research the drug when it came back on a toxicology report. Xylazine is used by veterinarians as a large animal tranquilizer and has never been tested on humans. When mixed with other drugs like opioids, it can be a deadly combo. 29-year-old Tommy started with pills, oxycodone, which led him to heroin. He was witty, musical, and loved conversation.
When it happened, we were very hopeful. He was good.
He died in October 2021. Now, nearly 2 years later, Xylazine is starting to find its place more and more on coroner reports, so much that the DEA recently issued a public safety alert about it.
On a national scale, Xylazine has shown up at 23% of fentanyl powder seizures that the DEA has seized and about 7% of the fake pills laced with fentanyl. Here in Chicago, we're also seeing an exponential increase in the amount of Xylazine in the drug exhibits that we're seizing.
In Cook County, it was detected in about 100 drug poisonings, a number that is climbing over the past 3 years. And in Lake County, 2 Xylazine-related deaths last year, already this year, 7.
What we're finding is that people didn't know what it was.
Laura Fry is with Live for Lolly, a recovery and overdose prevention organization based in the northern suburbs. They take their services on the road and offer users clean supplies and support.
Can you do me a favor and fill out just...
Xylazine, or Tranq, as it's called on the street, has been found mixed with cocaine or meth, but most commonly combined with fentanyl.
When Xylazine is combined with fentanyl, it gives a boost.
Fry says it makes the high last longer. And for illicit drug producers, they can stretch the supply. Live for Lolly's outreach teams are starting to see the effects. Users showing up with open wounds.
And not at site of injection. They're typically showing up on arms and legs. We're seeing some association with the wounds developing where people have a scrape or a cut.
The open sores are so bad they can result in amputation. This is being seen in Philadelphia, ground zero for Tranq.
Both of my arms actually, they were like completely open, like you could see the bone inside.
Xylazine has other symptoms.
Can cause dizziness, blurred vision, can cause someone's heart rate to slow down, their breathing to slow down.
Dr. Wilnice Jasmine with the Chicago Department of Public Health explains Xylazine is not an opioid and its effects cannot be reversed with naloxone or Narcan. But she urges users to still carry the opioid antidote.
Because we do see Xylazine often mixed with opioids, and by administering Narcan, the effects of decreased breathing can be reversed.
The state is reporting that from 2019 to the middle of 2021, there were 195 Xylazine-related deaths. Close to 80% identified Xylazine as the cause of death. Now more than ever, healthcare workers and outreach workers are raising awareness on this new addition to the street drug supply. But for the Krausman family, it's 2 years too late.
If love could have stopped my son from using, obviously he'd be sitting here with us talking about this.
While there's already a test strip to see if fentanyl is mixed in with a drug, currently there is not one for Xylazine. Suppliers are working feverishly on developing one that'll hopefully warn users
before a deadly dose. Elizabeth Matthews, Fox 32, Chicago.